So John Wall has officially agreed to a buyout with the Houston Rockets. Wall was expected to make around $47.1 million this year with Houston. John Wall is also expected to clear waivers and sign with the Los Angeles Clippers immediately. That deal is not official, but it looks like the two sides have agreed on a situation. It can't be official just yet. So, another team can potentially come in and swoop John Wall up, but right now all signs point to John Wall, according to Woj, intending to sign with the Los Angeles Clippers. But really quickly, I want to break down John Wall's buyout because I got to give his representation some credit, which Joe happens to be Clutch Sports' own Rich Paul. John Wall was due $47.1 million from the Rockets this year. It was the last year of a deal that he originally signed with the Washington Wizards way back yonder. John Wall took $6.5 million less in the buyout, which means the Rockets are not going to pay John Wall all $41 million of his dollars this season. They're going to stretch it out and pay it over time, meaning, hey, we can clear some of our cap with it. We buy you out. It'll hurt us in the cap going forward, but it's year by year. We're stretching that bad boy out, and pretty much we just allow our young guys to get more minutes, right? John taking the $6.5 million less in the buyout with the Rockets is still going to get that bread back because he's likely going to take the mid-level exception from the Los Angeles Clippers. I thought John Wall would take the veterans minimum. No. If he signs with the Clippers, which we expect him to do, he's going to take the $6.5 million most likely. I bring that up to say, for all my contract nerds out there, John Wall is not taking a penny less than that $47.1 million. He'll get it over time, which I think John Wall is a relatively young guy. I think that helps young people to get their money over time. It's guaranteed money. He will get it. It's in an escrow account. But the flies move from Wall's contract and his representation is that he ain't going to take $1 less, not even $3-4 million, assuming he would have took the $6.5 million off the buyout and then took like the veterans minimum for like $2-3 million with the Clippers. Now, John wants every penny of his money, which if nothing else, John Wall is paid, bro. That man is making a lot of money, one of the highest paid players in the league over the last few years, and he ain't playing a lot of basketball to show for it. For the Los Angeles Clippers, I think they get a great addition. You look at a guy like John Wall, he can win you a playoff game. At the end of the day, if Paul George goes down with injury, assuming Kawhi Leonard comes back with healthy, you can win a playoff series, I believe, with John Wall and Paul George, or John Wall and Kawhi. If Kawhi goes down, I think you can win a series with John Wall and Paul George. Reggie Jackson was good enough to win you a game pretty much by himself. John Wall, in theory, you think, could help win a series with one other additional small forward star. So I think it's a home run gift for the Clippers. I think it's another L in the book for my Los Angeles Lakers. John Wall to the Clippers makes a lot of sense. If I'm Reggie Jackson, I'm not happy today. It's like, I played my heart out. It's not my fault. The reason my team didn't get to where we wanted to get to, we didn't have Kawhi. Paul George is out half of the year. Now y'all go get a guy that can take my spot? Imagine being in practice and Reggie Jackson's guarding John Wall. John Wall is going to make Reggie look silly. And Reggie is hooping, be clear. But John Wall is different when right. And I got a feeling with the year off to rest his body, he will be right in Los Angeles next year. The Clippers get John Wall most likely. It looks like both sides have mutual interest and intend on doing a deal together as John Wall agrees to a buyout, a major buyout with the Rockets, who just threw John Wall away. We're going to talk about the Lakers component of this in another video. John Wall intends to sign with the Los Angeles Clippers. I think it's a great gift for them at $6.5 million. If that is what they give John Wall, we'll update you on that number soon. I mean, if John Wall doesn't have his head right, just let him go. At $6.5 million, it ain't a big hit. It's only going to be for 1 year. If he ain't right, if he ain't a positive vibe in the locker room, just let him go. No harm, no foul. You're good money. You ain't paying him $40 million if you're the Clippers. That's what the Rockets doing. You're fine for at least 1 year to see what you got. Steve Ballmer, incredible deal maker. That's a big one right there.